Yes, everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Cricket with Fido Plus, and I think we have to look at West Indies on a closer level. And I think I've figured out the reason why West Indies cannot be consistent in terms of performing well. Uh, just to give you guys a platform so we could think, the the five ODI Test match series started well with West Indies winning by 7 wickets, showed great batting performance. New Zealand had to adapt to the pitch conditions in the West Indies, and it showed that after New Zealand saw what happened in the first game, they were able to adapt perfectly, I should say. Coming into the second ODI, West Indies batting crumbled 138 runs all out in a 50 over match. Coming to the third game, West Indies only managing 140 runs. If you want to be petty, you can say at least they didn't score less than 138. They scored 2 runs more than the previous game, which could be improvement. But I think I've figured out why West Indies lapse in terms of consistency, because when we always knew that West Indies could chase better than they set a total. Now setting a total is all about functioning and working with a game plan, because you're gonna have a basic total your bowlers are mentally prepared to defend, and if you can even score more than that, then your bowlers would be very, very pleased with that, so to speak. But West Indies have failed to at least score 200 runs in a 50 over game twice. It's not a matter of cannot do it. They can do it. We saw in the first game that they can do it. I believe where West Indies go wrong is that they don't have the mental capacity to build innings after wickets start falling, after clusters of wickets. And this is the issue here I think West Indies have, is the mental fortitude to keep on building and functioning onto a plan, adapting to changes in the plan. We see in the third, I want to talk about the third ODI because I thought that we were on track. I genuinely thought that we were on track to at least scoring 180, 220, 230 runs if West Indies would have just continued, if they would have just continued batting deep, digging deep, instead of looking for boundaries. Rotate the strike, singles, run singles, watch the ball more closely. I think West Indies were 100 runs came up for West Indies with about 3 wickets after 24 overs or so, something like that. I can't really pull up the stats right now, but yeah, so the fourth wicket fell at 121. Actually, my overs was even a little shorter than that. Yes. So imagine West Indies scoring 100 runs at maybe 24 overs, and then 36 overs, 37 overs gone in, and we all out. Why would that happen? West Indies have an issue. West Indies batters have an issue in terms of reconstructing an innings, and you have to find out. Well, you have to look into first and foremost what it takes to reconstruct an innings. What does it take really and truly to reconstruct an innings? And this is the basics of cricket. This is the basics of batting. There's early wickets falling. You want to rebuild an innings. You want to reconstruct an innings. You just think of the bat aggressive. You want to be defensive, but you also want to be productive. So that is where singles comes in. Singles comes in to at least to keep the scoreboard ticking, which is very important in ODI cricket, so to speak. But you also want to have an idea of what the bowler is doing. So you take a single, you look at the variations, you look at what is happening to your partner on the other side. I think that collaboration in the middle needs to be done on a better level, on a better platform. I think we lacked that ability to. Let's look at what the ball is doing. Let's come up with a plan together. How we're gonna go about making this. At least, if you cannot get boundaries, you can run in between the wickets. If you cannot hit boundaries, you can navigate the ball through gaps and get threes. Those runs add up in the end 140 runs cannot cut it. And when West Indies started off this series with a banger, guys. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think West Indies is gonna go for a 4-1. New Zealand will win this series 4-1. Because this is an issue West Indies have had for a long time. And then you know the other thing too. Whenever you write off West Indies batters, not off, vindictively or just to prejudice, but you write them off because of shown history or proven history, they always come with an outstanding performance that shows you that West Indies players, international players and cricketers, have what it takes to compete at the highest level. They are just not consistent. Because while you can have an outstanding performance here, there, and everywhere, what really truly makes you stand out playing international cricket is consistency. And we've lacked being consistent in quite a long time. So we have to figure out what is affecting the players in the middle. Is it the coaching staff that is affecting the players in the middle? We have to come down to some conclusion here, because West Indies, we cannot see glimpses of brilliance from West Indies like that, and then all of a sudden it's a fall off. We 138 runs, 138 runs, 140 runs all out in a 50 over game. That's a maybe a competitive total in a T20 game based on what the pitch is doing. But on a 50 over game, you really and truly have to. And I thought the opening pair on the second ODI, really and truly, maybe they could have scored a bit more runs, but 68 for the first wicket, 68 or 64 for the first wicket to fall is a very, very, very good place to be. But what happens after that? I saw in the second ODI the frustration from Shea Hope. I am not too sure if Shea Hope wanted to deal with boundaries, but I saw the frustration in Shea Hope. I saw the frustration in Auguste. I saw the frustration in Campbell. And you cannot be easily frustrated as a batter. You have to orchestrate this thing. The bowler's job is to restrict you, to stifle your run scoring ability. The moment you start scoring singles, it's not a failure. It's not that you're not doing your job. You're scoring singles to reassess your situations. And singles are very important, because come down to the wire, 1 run or 2 runs decides the game. Let's say rain was falling, the DLS decisions, it comes down to 1-2 runs difference. So we have to, the players have to keep those things, into consideration. Had John Campbell not, retired hurt, would it have been a different result? Most likely. But we cannot base innings on one player or one individual performance. You understand what I'm talking about? So guys, I just believe that it's a very short live. I'm not gonna stay too long on this live stream. I think West Indies will never have consistency when they cannot break down a big plan into small pieces, into small achievable totals, small achievable goals, and work towards it in the long run. This is my thoughts exactly on that, guys. Let me know if you have anything different. Let me know if you think differently concerning this thing. But I truly genuinely believe that West Indies' approach is an issue. West Indies' approach to setting a total is an issue. It's an issue. Our players don't have the fundamental. I guess I don't know. I ask this question. I have to ask this question. Does it come down to a fundamental issue? Does it come down to a lack of execution on the players' side? Is the coaching staff teaching them everything they need to know to be competitive and to be a champion again? I am not too sure. but what is translated on the field is bad. What is being translated on the field is bad. So we have to figure out. We have to figure out something. I believe we have to figure out something, guys. We have to.